Hello YouTube. So Prydwen have been updated, the most trusty site in our Gacha community. So Zani have destroyed the tier list, as you can see right here, S0R0. So she is a tier 0 character, and well, as you can see, though she is like comes after even Phoebe at S0R0, but she is still, I mean, a tier 0 character. And if we check out her performance in the Whimpering Wastes, so yeah, Camellia is still up there. I think she will be up there for like maybe forever because of the way her attacks are, unless they maybe like just start some power creeping, you know. So in Whimpering West, she is tier 0.5. Not bad actually. I did try her in the Whimpering West, so her performance was actually pretty good. And let's see what else do Prydwen have to say about her. So that's just basically her whole kit, not much to see here. So let's see the review section. Okay, so yep, T0 in TOA and 0.5 in the Whimpering Waste. So pros and cons. Let's check what does Prydwen have to say. Very high baseline cleave damage with potential for improvement. Thanks to lots of optional swap cancel windows during her ultimate. Yep. So especially her third basic attack during her ultimate, that is a really long animation, and it's just so convenient to like swap cancel it if you're especially like using maybe SPECTRO Rover, so you have to swap cancel. Easy to use thanks to a good ability to tank damage, as well as yes, she can absolutely like just negate all the damage like in her, if you like hold her skill in the perfect moment, you know deals both spectro and heavy attack damage at once, allowing for several options to buff her damage. Yes, so of course her damage counters both heavy and spectro, and able to parry enemies' attacks to enhance her combos and stun them faster. Yes, by the way, yes, especially this part. The enemy's vibration strength, she depletes it just too fast. I literally, you know what? She literally just breaks them too fast. Sometimes I'm like, how did she even do that? I have never seen a character like break the vibration, like what do you call that? Vibration bars, whatever. She breaks it like really fast. Looks really cool in her ultimate stance. Actually, yeah, factually speaking. I do agree with that. So let's check out what are her cons. Let's see. Expensive to access her maximum damage potential. Really likes being paired with Phoebe due to massive damage amplification boost, rash, shred, etc. With Zani and Phoebe's signature both contributing to that amplification, among other things. In short, without Phoebe, lots of potential damage is lost. Yes, for real. I mean, you can use Spectre Rover with her, but it's really not that good. You're gonna have to do like a lot of swap cancel to apply Spectre again with Spectre Rover. And honestly, I mean, you can do it, but I don't think if you're like maybe a casual player, you're gonna want to do that. So I think you are just gonna have to pull for Phoebe if you want that strong damage from your Zani. And her full combos are inaccessible without enough spectrofrazzle applied to get the maximum amount of blaze 40 points. Yes, only Phoebe allows for this right now. And I mean, you can do that with Spectre Rover as well, but it's not possible in like one rotation. You will have to like swap back to Rover to apply more spectrofrazzle to access her full like combo. So in her ultimate, the full combo is like you have to do full three basic attacks, and it's just not possible if you are using Spectre Rover. You will have to just swap cancel, swap back to Rover, apply more Spectrofrazzle, and then you can continue your combo. But you don't really need to do that if you have like Phoebe, and also not just Phoebe actually. Phoebe's signature is also pretty good if you have that. and yeah, it is what it is. But I'm not sure how much like exact damage increase is Phoebe's signature, because I personally do not have Phoebe's signature, so I'm not sure how big of a difference it's gonna make. So maybe if you guys know, you can let me know down in the comments, and let's see what do they have to say about her build. Yeah, of course, her signature is definitely better, and yeah, Roshia's weapon. Roshia's gauntlets are actually pretty good on her. There is really not that much difference, as you can really see right here. And then we have Shang Liao's gauntlet. Well, I mean, it's just, let's just call it a statistic for her. I mean, it's not completely useless. I mean, the first line in which it gives the wearer the damage bonus, that's still usable, but after that it's just all resonance liberation, which Zani have like literally nothing to do about. And 4 star, don't even bother with the 4 star in this game. The 4 star weapons are just terrible, with surges. And about the standard gauntlets, well, if you like literally don't have any of these, then this is just your last option. And yeah, of course it's going to be like way worse than any of these simply. So and about so yeah, of course, eternal radiance. And there's many like showcases I saw on YouTube for Zani. Most of them were using nightmare on the like main first slot of the echoes, but I think Capitanius definitely is the one she needs in the slot one, of course, because it gives like 12% heavy attack damage along with the spectro damage. Meanwhile, this one it doesn't really do that much. And so this is the comparison. So it's between the standard gauntlets and her signature. And oh my god, holy, you can see that the difference is actually pretty huge between the standard and her signature. Well, yeah, I mean it's standard for a reason. And yeah, her best three cost echoes are element plus element, I mean spectro plus spectro. So yeah, it's just worse if you're using like attack plus spectro, or maybe attack. Of course, who would use attack? So Prydwen even try test calculated with the double four and triple one like setup. Of course, it's gonna be just way worse than the 4-3-3-1-1. So what else? Gameplay and teams. Okay. Wait, I've heard about this team like Zani, Mortefi, and Spectre Rover. I'm not sure. I haven't really tried this one yet, actually. I think it should be pretty good. I mean, Spectre Rover can heal, so you can give the healing set on the Spectre Rover and then put Mortefi on the usual Heron set and just Spectro into Mortefi into Zani, so that should be pretty good, I think. But it's still just nothing compares to this one. Zani, Phoebe, and Shorekeeper. This is just the kind of like a baseline team for her. It is what it is. You have no choice. And calculations, how are these actually? Let's see. Okay. Okay, so mm, okay, so these are not like uh, completely perfect. Okay, I get it. So let's just check out S at S0. So this is with Spectro Rover buffs and with Phoebe buffs. Okay. So with a 12-second rotation, so how much damage are we doing with Spectro Rover? Oh my god, brother. This is so bad. Spectro, look at this Spectro Rover. And then this is with Phoebe. The difference, this is just wild, brother. I mean, it says here that these might just not be like 100% accurate, but still, they can't be even like that wrong. We have literally tested. I mean, I have, and most of you might already have too if you like pulled her. So yes, Spectre Rover is just usable, I would say. So you should pull for Phoebe. I mean, look at this massive damage difference, okay? And it only like the difference only becomes like even greater with higher sequences on Zani. I mean, look at this one, S6. This is literally almost double of the damage that she is doing with Spectre Rover. So yeah, I think that you might be a little cooked if you are not pulling for Phoebe. And so yeah, Zani destroyed the tier list. I mean, not entirely like destroyed, but definitely she is the our new tier 0 Spectro DPS, but she comes after even Phoebe at S0 or 0, so I'm not sure about that, but doesn't matter. I mean, you are gonna use Phoebe with Zani no matter what. So I would say that if you like using Spectre Rover with Zani, I would say it's fine. It works. It is usable, you know. So and if you like really love your Zani and want her to do like some real good damage, so yeah, just pull for Phoebe. That's it. You just don't really have much of an option. And yeah, so I think that's gonna be it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. And before I leave, I would like to say that, so if I, let's say you are pulling for Phoebe or maybe Zani's signature, I would say that Zani's signature might just have less value than Phoebe in this case. Especially in this case, if you do not have Phoebe, I think, and you have like maybe Roshia's gauntlet for Zani, then I think that is a pretty good weapon for her. Roshia's gauntlets are pretty good on her, okay? So I think you should pull for Phoebe first before going for her signature if you already have like a pretty good 5-star gauntlets for her already. Because brother, that Spectre Rover is just really not that good. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. You guys can let me know down in the comments how was your Zani pulls and if you're pulling for Phoebe or not and whether you're planning on pulling for her. Well, that's gonna be it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day and bye bye.